how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and marketing expert covering Disney. Disney pays out billions to Comcast as they close the deal with Hulu last Friday. It's a done deal. Let's get into the story. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, I know that there's been some conversation, especially on YouTube, pretty much only on YouTube, from people saying, oh, well, Disney really can't afford it. There's no way they're going to be able to pay for Comcast stake in Hulu. It's going to bankrupt them. I've never believed that because Disney always has cash on hand and they always have cash coming in. You know how, like, in most places that people live, there are multiple pizza places? I probably have like 15 or 20 different pizza places near where I live. That's the number of different ways that a sophisticated large company like Disney could raise the money to pay for something like Hulu. They announced in their last financial report that they had something like $14 billion on hand. And while yes, the Marvels did badly and the movie Wish did badly, that doesn't prevent them from getting money from multiple other sources. In addition to that, with corporate finance, you can borrow money. You can also borrow money and then promise to pay it back with stock if you need to do that. When Disney bought Fox for $71 billion, which wound up being around $52 billion because they didn't buy all of it, a big piece was sold off to other people when the deal was closed, they had to raise $52 billion. They raised it quite easily. Half of it was in offering more stock, so that cost them zero. The other half, I'm pretty sure it was debt, but that's just one of many ways that a company like Disney can fund things like this. In this case, it's already funded. The deal is done. Comcast has collected big Disney check for Hulu stake and expects and hopes for more money. They'll get more money, about probably 2 or 3 billion more, maybe as much as a total of another 4 billion more, but probably not more than that. And Disney easily can put their hands on $4 billion. Comcast has collected what it hopes will be a first payment from Disney for its stake in Hulu, marking the beginning of a process to value the streamer, company President Mike Cavanagh said at a media conference today. The anticipated $8.61 billion check arrived last Friday, he told investors at a UBS media conference in New York. When companies give each other billions of dollars, it's not a deposit. That's the final sum for a completed and closed deal. There will be an adjustment because Comcast feels they're owed more money. Disney doesn't really want to pay more money, but as far as the ownership transfer is concerned, there wouldn't be no $8 billion check if the deal wasn't done. Disney said that it will require the remaining 33% stake in Hulu it doesn't already own from the NBC Universal parent. A deal between the Hulu owners established a floor of that amount. Any additional payout or not will depend on an evaluation process underway with both companies and their investment banks. The process was moved up to this fall, January of 2024, and the Disney check was due December 1st. The 2019 agreement included a put call that allowed Comcast to put its stake to Disney or the Bob Iger-run company to buy it. Iger wasn't sure at first, but ultimately decided owning the asset in full made sense. The check cleared, it's in the account, Cavanagh said. We expect and certainly hope to get more than that once the process ends. But it's really just the beginning. And when Cavanagh from Comcast says it's really just the beginning, he's talking about the evaluation process. As far as the deal being closed, it's closed. It is surprising that we have seen him talking at conferences publicly, but I haven't seen any public announcement yet from Disney. Probably tomorrow they'll catch up and start making announcements. So the actual cash so far paid from Disney to Comcast is $8.61 billion. That was paid last Friday. It's a done deal. The evaluation process will continue, and if Disney is forced to pay a couple of extra $1 billion, they will. No one's expecting that money to be something like $10 or $20 billion extra. It's not going to be that. It's going to be something like $2 or $3 billion. You can tell from Comcast, they're not expecting that much more money than this. I've seen some analysts talk about how it could be as much as $13 to $15 billion. I think at the very high side, sure, it could be $15 billion, but it doesn't seem like it's going to work out to be that way. Now that Disney completely owns Hulu, They can do more things to integrate it with Disney Plus. They should be able to save a lot on expenses. Why would you operate two giant separate streaming services? They should be able to share additional expenses. They should be able to share additional technologies. Hulu has not expanded internationally all that much. There's a lot more they could do with that. One of the reasons the owners of Hulu never wound up expanding aggressively internationally is because it didn't benefit each of them the same way, and it was very expensive to try to promote and distribute the service internationally. This also makes Disney officially a very large player in streaming, and it gives them more market power. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.